Hi, today we're going to talk about an important resource in your job search, and that is the telephone. I picked the telephone because I saw a friend of mine last week who's been looking for a job for some time, and he just got a new opportunity. And when he told me the story, I realized I had to share it with you. He found out about the job on Indeed. Indeed is an online aggregator bringing together jobs from Monster, Career Builder, corporate websites, really job boards across the web into one location. He learned about the opportunity, but rather than apply through the system, he went to LinkedIn and looked up executives from the company to see if he could find somebody in the Atlanta area, since that's where we live and that's where the opportunity is. He learned that there was a regional director. He picked up the phone and he called the regional director in the local office. The regional director actually took the call from my friend, and they had a very nice conversation in which he explained to him that he really wasn't involved in the interviewing or the recruiting process, that the position was being filled out of their corporate offices in St. Louis. And he mentioned to my friend that the corporate recruiter was going to be in the office the next day here in Atlanta. Now, my friend went to LinkedIn, he looked up St. Louis, he looked up the corporation, and he found that there was a recruiter listed on LinkedIn. Now, he didn't know if she was going to be the person when he called in the next day who would actually be here in Atlanta. They might have had other recruiters, but it turned out she was. And she took his call when he called in. She explained to him that she would be there the next day and she had an opening in her schedule and invited him in. Now, my friend went through the same process that anybody else who would have applied online would have gone through. He had assessments, he had to go to St. Louis, he had lots of interviews, and it turned out he got the position, as you know. Now, let's look at what my friend did to get the position. He learned about it on Indeed. He went to LinkedIn and looked up executives with the company, and then, most importantly of all, he picked up the telephone and made calls to these people. Now, the phone is something I encourage you to use in your job search. I hope you find the kind of success that my friend did. Good luck. This has been brought to you by Career Seasons, and I'm Suzanne Travers.